Hello team and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be talking about some of the best and free platforms for you to practice DevOps tasks. So I believe that most of you are already learning DevOps or DevSecOps, right? So at this point, if you are learning that, you might need to practice it as well, because in DevOps, if you don't practice by hands-on, you won't be able to learn things. If you are just making notes and if you are just watching tutorials, it won't teach you anything. You have to literally practice everything, right? So we need to understand like how exactly we can practice, like from where we can get some platform using which we can execute commands, see the results and everything, right? So for that, what I have done a little bit of research and I found out there are 5 really good platforms that are available completely for free. So team, while testing these platforms, I categorize them in such a way that certain platform is really good for learning Linux or practicing Linux hands-on. Certain platform is there which is really good for running Docker commands and seeing the results. Certain platform is there which is good for Kubernetes. Certain platform is available for IAC based things like Terraform. And there is one more tool which is kind of like all-rounder, which is good for all different kind of things. Okay, so I'll be showing you practically like how these are going to be working, how you can utilize them properly, right? So team, there are tons of platforms available, but eventually when I tested a lot of them, there were many of them were having issues. Some of them were not working fine. So eventually I figured out that the top 5 platforms which are actually working fine, which are beneficial and which are easy to use, I have written down those, right? So all these platforms, they are suited for certain tasks. For example, these platforms will help you to run hands-on commands easily. They will give you some scenarios to practice your learning or learn new kind of things. They are easy to use. They are completely free, right? So based on these factors, I decided that top 5 platforms I can give you directly, right? So let's start with the first one. Also guys, just to let you know that batch 13 of DevSecOps, Cloud DevOps, AI and Python is starting from 31st of January. This batch is going to be live plus recorded. That means we have live classes on weekends and recorded videos on weekdays. In this way, we'll be able to complete the whole course in time. Also guys, this course will be having 50 projects, out of which many projects can be directly added to your resume, and rest of the projects you can explain with as in form of tasks that you have implemented these kind of tasks. Talking about other things about the course, so there will be separate Discord server for doubt support. There will be one-to-one mock interviews and one-to-one resume preparation after the course completion. You can also connect one-to-one with me for interview preparation, what kind of things you can prepare, what kind of projects you can explain, all those things we can discuss. So this is starting from 31st of January. Make sure to check it out. All the details will be in the description. Now let's move with the video. So team, starting with the first platform, first we have SadServers.com, where you can get different scenarios based implementations for Linux, Docker, Kubernetes, web servers, as well as databases. So if you go to this page, you could go to scenarios. So just to let you know guys, I have signed up with a Google account. You can create any Google account. It's not going to charge anything as of now. So once you have done that, you can see here multiple scenarios available. For example, we have Linux, Bash, web servers, databases, data processing, Docker, Kubernetes, and many more. But as a DevOps engineer, most of the things that we are going to be using Docker, Kubernetes, and Linux along with databases, right? So if I click on first one, which is Linux, you can scroll down and you'll be able to find multiple scenarios which you can get started with. So if I click on this one, and here you will get some description about the issue, like what exactly is the issue, how you can proceed with that. Then you can click on run. Now it's going to create a temporary server for you to execute different commands and see what exactly is the issue, and you can proceed with resolving the issue. Again, what is the issue, how to resolve it, those information will be available here in this section, right? So this will take a little bit of time, so let's wait for this. So you'll see something that your server has been created, and you can see it is available for 9 minutes only. So if I click on open the server in terminal, new window, so from here we'll be able to access our server. Okay, and you can run different commands, whatever things you want to do. For example, let's say I want to create a directory. So basically you can execute different commands, but again this is available for a very short period of time because you have to resolve the issue, right? Which is information is here, and you can also get information about some kind of clue. So if I click on this, you can see it is showing what exactly is the clue that we can proceed with, right? So this is the first server that you can proceed with, and again it is the scenarios are available for Docker, Kubernetes as well as Linux, right? So you can proceed with that. Okay, there will be some, I think, pro options available which might require some kind of subscription, but most of them are already free, so I can suggest that you can go with the free one and it's really good, right? Now let's move to next one. So team, next up we have overthewire, which is quite interesting, and let me show you how exactly you can utilize it. So you can go to this page, overthewire.org/wargames. Okay, multiple options are available. Make sure that you are going to the first one, which is bandit. Click on that. Now here from level 0 to level 33 there are multiple challenges available. Quite simple, but still give you option to work with that. For example, here here you can read this part, but mainly go to level 0. Here it will show you what exactly is the goal available. So you can see here the goal of this level is to you SSH into this game. So first we got to know, okay, we have to log into a server using SSH. Then what the host, this is the host machine. This is the machine where we have to log in on this port, right? Username is this and password is this. So first thing that you are going to understand how you are going to SSH into the machine using username and password along with a specific port, right? Talking about how exactly we can use it, because here we don't have any option where we can start the server from here, but we have the option SSH, right? So what you have to do, you have to open the MobiXterm. You can click on terminal and sorry, you can click on start local terminal and it's going to open a local terminal. Next thing what we have to do, as you remember, what was the details available? SSH. First we have to do SSH. Then what was the username? Username was this, right? Bandit0, and this is the server where we have to log in. So I can copy this and here we will type bandit0, which is the user and the server, right? Also we remember that there was a port defined, so we will add it by -p. Port name was 2220, right? So we will go back and add 2220, enter. Once you click enter, it's going to ask you the password, and as you remember, password was also provided. So password in our case is bandit0. We will copy that. I will paste it here and click enter. I am not going to save that. And now you can see we are logged in into a separate server. This server is also available freely. You can run basic commands. Okay, what you have to do, that will be available on these things. Okay, for example, if I go to second level, here it will show you there is a password stored for next level stored inside this file. So basically what you have to do, first of all, quickly we will go to here, run the cat command to see the password. So this is the password, right? Slowly you will get different kind of tasks which you can execute. This is good for practicing for beginners. If you are a beginner, you can understand. Here it's going to give you some things also, like what command you have to use, small tips. Okay, so this is also good just for Linux. Okay, so check it out as well. So team, next up we have another platform that is really good for Docker. So you can go to this platform, training.play-with-docker.com, and here you will find different scenarios and different tasks for learning Docker and practicing it. So first you go to this page and then you have to scroll down at the end, and here you will be able to find full list of individual labs. Click on that and from here you can find different levels of task. For example, we have intermediate, beginners, advanced and community. For now, let us go to this option, multi-stage builds. If I click on this, it will be automatically opening a terminal as well. So let's wait. Now you can see terminal is open. You can run different kind of command. You can, whatever thing you want to do, you can execute it. And these are going to be with respect to Docker. Good thing is that you'll be able to get different kind of tasks that you can implement. And what exactly you have to do, steps will be given on the left side, which you can proceed with. This is really good. I have seen this is really good for learning Docker. One more thing, if I show you, I recently saw this. Let me show you. There was one option for debugging Node.js based application. Let's see, live debugging. Now you can see this is live debugging for Node.js based application with Docker. So exact steps, what needs to be done, what exactly is the issue, whatever is there, everything is provided. Okay, so once you understand everything, and then from here you can proceed with answering the things. So this is really good for learning Docker and practicing it. So you can proceed with that. Again, from here also you'll be getting free servers where you can execute your own commands. So yeah, check this out as well. So guys, next up we have a platform specific for Kubernetes. You can see you can go to this website, and each session goes on for 4 hours. Okay. Now, how exactly we can utilize this? So basically, you can click on, you can see this option, add new instance. Before that, go to instances. Here, you can select these options, okay, and then click on add new instance. It will take some time, and it's going to create a new machine. If I click on again, so 2 machines are created for me that are available for 4 hours now, right? Each one is having, you can see, these many memory, around 4 GB of RAM it has. Now, basically, once we have 2 machines available, let's try to create one more. Let's see if it works or not. And 3 machines now we are having, right? And these are available again for 4 hours. Now, best part is that using these machines, you can set up your own Kubernetes cluster to practice things, okay, or do anything else also. You can see here, commands are also given, how you can set up the cluster, what commands will be required. So you can make one node as a master node and other 2 nodes as a worker node, and later on you can check out different things, execute different commands. This is good, but there is one problem that I faced with this platform is that, see, the best part about this platform is that it's going to let you create your own servers, and it's giving more time, 4 hours, which is again really good. The problem that I was facing, for example, let's say if I click on close this session timed out, and if I click on again start, so now it's able to start, but few minutes ago it was giving error, like key server is full, like that. But yeah, you can check out these also, right? So now let's move to next platform. So the next one we have, which is one of the best platform that I would say. So I have registered, again I have registered for free. Here you can see tons of options available. For example, if I just click on playgrounds, it's going to show me what kind of playgrounds available. For example, let's say I want to interact or check out, do different kind of things on Kubernetes latest version, which is 1.3, 1.34. So I can click on this one, and then it's going to set up a cluster for me to interact. Okay, so let's wait for this. Okay, now you can see here it is valid or available for 60 minutes only, which is again more than enough time to practice things. So here, if I run the command as kubectl get nodes, so you can see one master node is available, one worker node is available, version 1.3.34.3. so this is good place to do different kind of testing, whatever you want to do, or practice different kind of things that you can do. Other than that also, let's say if I go to Linux, here different scenarios are available for Linux. If I click on these scenarios, and let's wait for this. Okay, so if I click on the first one, it's supposed to show us or give us some kind of terminal where we can execute these commands. You can see tab 1 is getting opened, and here it's just showing that you can run ls command. So if you run this, you'll see different kind of things. Let's say if I am able to run other commands as well. So here also you are getting a free terminal, free Linux server that you can work with and practice. Again, it is available for 60 minutes. Okay, so there are tons of things that you can do. You can scroll down, practice so many things. Even for 𝗏𝗏 we have, okay, Podman we have, Flux we have, lot of things are available. So you can check it out. This is one of the best platform that I have seen, and yeah, this will be the you can check it out. Again, it's you can see I have not like purchased any kind of subscription. I'm not sure like if there is any subscription for this. Okay, membership option is there, but you can see for me I'm running completely free. So this is the best platform in my opinion. You can check it out. Okay.